this was the day I officially got married. Wait, hold on a sec. Let's go back to the beginning. Hello everyone, welcome back to Carl is on it. Today we're currently cleaning up the side skirt extensions. Well, first of all, sanded it down a bit so it can give the extension a bit of adhesion when we apply some primer. Once we apply the primer, we're now going to hit it with some base coat paint. Now this color is actually called Capri Blue. It's a perfect color match with the car. It's also known as Tanzanite Metallic Blue. So there's two different colors, one for the UK and one for the States. So next I'm hitting it with some clear coat to get it nice and shiny, and here are the results. It looks absolutely flawless. Now with this painting, I actually did this on a previous video. I'm trying to go back on all my videos. There's tons of videos that I've done in the past. I'm just trying to get ahead right now and get them all edited for this year and get working on the BMW. So for now we're going to finally install it onto the car. So I'm laying down my nice purple towel. This is the towel I use anytime I'm working on cars. So for example, if there's something that is quite delicate that you don't want it to get scratched, this is where I lay it down just in case it feels to drop. That first bit was me doing a test fit. Now I'm going to apply some double-sided Gorilla tape with some sealant, and this will help it to stay on properly and for it to not go anywhere. So people, put some tape to hold it up, and all my days is giving the car much more girth. Now look at that. It just looks so much better now with the side skirt extension. Completes the AMG Bodykit now. Now we're on to the other side. So as we apply the Grille tape as well as the sealant, make sure you can open and close your door, because if you do not apply this on properly, you are literally done for. Right people, so we're going to make these wheel spaces come out more. So look at that, a lot of gap in there. So add another 10 millimeters there. This one is actually fine. So without further ado, let's get on ahead with removing the wheels, changing the wheel spaces, and we're going to paint the calipers in gold too, so you can see they look dead and grey and rusted. So we're going to paint those as well and get that sorted. Let's go. First of all, we're going to start by removing the wheel cap, and then we got 5 lug nut bolts stuck inside that we're now going to remove first. We're actually going to loosen it before we jack it up. Once we jack it up, make sure we put a wheel inside to make sure that they're safety first, just in case if the car jack collapses. Then we're going to now remove all the remaining bolts, take out the tire, and look at the difference between the spacer sizes. So that one is 20 millimeters, the other one is 30, so you can see the big difference there. Now the first thing I'm going to do is get some brake cleaner, clean the caliper, use a wire brush and remove any rusted particles that are on the brake. Also ensuring to watch out for any wires, like the rubber pieces basically. And then we're going to then hit it with some primer. Now before hitting with the base color paint, I've actually hit it with about 3 coats of primer. That way the base color will have a nice good adhesion onto it. And look at that gold, it looks so nice already. I just did a few light coats so that way it can get some adhesion, and then hit it more heavier with a few more coats. And that is one caliper complete. Time to remove the cover, and here are the results. Here's a bit of ASMR, removing the areas that I covered. Now the end result looks gorgeous compared to how it used to look before, looking old and rusted. I also went ahead and fitted on the 30mm spacer, so I'm going to show you a before shot what it used to look like when it was on 20mm. Now you can already see the arch gap already. It's so tucked in. You know, this is what it used to look like before, and this is after. The stance is much wider and it looks much more aggressive. Let me let you guys into some inside information on what's going on in my life. This is actually the same week of my wedding. As well as that, I'm still working full-time, so as soon as I finish from work, I'm boom straight onto getting these videos out, working on these cars. And people, it is not easy managing the business on the side, doing the YouTube, as well as helping my customers out. It is not easy at all, but as always, we have to stay on it. I thank God for giving me the strength to be staying on it. So one thing I found out that was wrong with the car is the lever does not work. It does not allow me to move the seat forward. So that's one issue that we're going to probably sort out. Right people, let me show the problem. This was meant to be a very simple 4-bolt process. It's now turned into probably like 10-20 bolt process. Let me show you. So basically, right, the bolts that hold the seat down is under here, these rails, and the problem is you can't actually push this seat forward or backwards. So it's one here and there's one there, and obviously two at the front not taken off. The problem is you can't actually take that out, so I had to unbolt the whole locking mechanism of the car, of the seat, and still there is no way to access the area. So I'm gonna have to remove the seat like literally completely, which is gonna be annoying. Oh, my days. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this one out and find a way out from here. Oh my days, the stress was unreal, people. In between that as well, I was actually working on the BMW in the garage. Part 2 of that is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And after a lot of unscrewing, a lot of bolts, a lot of tinkering, we managed to get the seat out. Yes! Finally! Finally! I was so happy. My wife is gonna sit here like this. Hey! And chill like that. The sunroof open. And whilst I'll be driving. So, ooh, oh my days. There's one of these. Ah, it sits on this side. You see everything, man. Crazy. Even the most unexpected things you see it. And you've also got some air conditioning in the back too as well, which is also cool. Awesome. Anyway, let's fit all these bolts back, clean this interior, and I will show you guys once I'm done. The moral of the story, people, is find joy even in the most stressful of situations. The Bible says itself, give thanks in all things. Give thanks. I promise you, people, you do that, your life will be so much more better. Now the next stage was removing the left side license plate lamp as it was currently going out. So I decided to actually upgrade these to LED number plate lights. So I had to remove quite a few bolts to actually get to it. Usually you just remove the lamp by simply the prop tab, but with the Mercedes CLK, Mercedes typical over engineering, I had to literally go inside from the boot panel, push it out from there. The next stage is to respray the chrome Mercedes grille in gloss black. Now I didn't even record it because it was literally one day before the wedding, so I literally rushed this one, and it looks nice now, but I know it's going to chip away because I didn't apply primer. So I'll sort that out straight after the wedding, but right now it looks amazing. So the next stage is to polish the car. Hi people, this was the day of the wedding. Oh my days, I was literally flying out trying to rush with the polishing of the car, and oh my days, my phone was ringing like crazy. People calling from left, right, center. Car, where are you? Where are you, car? I'm like, people, hold it. Let me just try and sort myself out, you know. And oh my days, people, the stress was ridiculous, but you know what, I enjoyed the process. I'll be honest with you guys, this car has come a long way. So let me show you what it looked like before, and I'll show you what it looks like right now.
Don't go anywhere. That you like the back seat, yeah? Wow! Hey, open up. That's it.